Some 17,000 students are set to benefit from a $320 million cash grant initiative, as President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali extends the Because We Care cash grant and school uniform and supplies grant program to those students attending private schools. Many parents of private school students have overwhelmingly welcomed the president's expansion of the program that is meant to support educational needs.
It's a very good thing because people often think that when your kids are going to private school, you have it all. But it's very thoughtful of President Ali to consider us parents that sending our kids to private school. We just want to say thank you for that. We do have to get workbooks and masks, like you say, uniforms. So it will be a good thing.
I appreciate it because when it was giving to the public school, I was saying why they didn't give to the private school too, because all our kids are kids of the nation. So I'm happy that they allowed to give the private school. My eldest child, he's gonna write CXC this year, and I'm gonna put the money towards his education.
His mother is a single parent, and that would be very good for her and the kid. I think it's very, very good because I get to understand, well, now they're going to start to give the private schools. Okay, it's very good.
I think that it's a good initiative. A lot of parents who are sending their children to private school are making a huge sacrifice, I would say. And one of the reasons I decided to send my child is because of the aftercare. So the funds would definitely come in handy. We have materials, a whole school list that we have to buy for them, and it would definitely come in handy to purchase those stuff.
Well, the cash grant it's actually a good thing since it was initiated to the public schools as well. The private school will definitely benefit from it because you do have some sort of like income coming as well since the COVID-19,
Technically, I'm not the beneficiary. They will be the beneficiaries because they will have the money for their books and probably other things that was unable to get right off the bat. But it is a privilege to be accepted into the grant, and more so we have to thank the government for extending it to the private schools, because most people don't think the private school need these grants because they think parents can afford it. So it is a privilege to be a part of the system that they're choosing to give the grants, and we're totally grateful.
Oh, I think that's a good initiative actually, because I have two kids going private school, one in nursery and one in primary. I think that they should continue this because just like the public parents, us private parents are also doing the best that we can. And we want the best education for our children. So whatever little help, we appreciate it.
I must say this is a good initiative on behalf of the president, because people have this notion that once your kids go into private school, you have money, which is not so. It's just that you're making an extra sacrifice to send them to the private school. So I think any help right now will go a long way, especially in the time that we're in.
I think it's awesome. All the kids deserve an opportunity to get what the government is giving, so I think it's a good idea.
It's not like every private school parents could afford it. It's just that you have to do what you have to do for the best for your kids. I'm happy that it extends because I would take it and buy books.
Well, I'm very appreciative of what the government did. I think this will impact my children very much because they will be very grateful that they're part of what has been happening, not only for the government school children, but also private.
Well, what we'll do is buy books with it because we already have the school things for school, but we'll use it up to buy the textbooks because he's going into grade fourth form, and that is where we're going to have to put the money towards.
It will assist a lot for the private school because they have to buy books and stuff for them. And it is not easy sending a child to private school. And it's not like you wanted to show off, it's just a sacrifice you're making.
It's a good thing, and it would encourage more parents to get their children educated. Each child deserves to have that grant so that it can come in to uses like purchase of books, exercise book, textbooks that the children will need to further their future and their education, which is important, and I must thank the president of the good work that he has been doing.
The PPPC government's $19,000 per child cash grant will be increased over successive budgets during President Ali's first term in office to $50,000 per child by 2025. Some $3.3 billion has already been distributed to parents of more than 175,000 students.